Chicago! Welcome into the Chicago Sports Podcast presented by Goose Island, the official beer of CHGO. Find one of their Chicago locations at gooseisland.com/locations. What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. We are back. It's been a crazy few weeks here, but we are back. I'm Kevin Kaduk, Kacy Standohar, Mark Carman, and behind the board is Lawrence Benedetto.
What are you talking about? We just did a show last Friday.
No, we didn't. That was taped. We taped one
Tell people how
2 weeks ago. And then Cody and Nick and Sean had control of the podcast in Vegas, did a great job.
They sure did.
But now we have control of it again.
Those Vegas shows were hot.
They were fun.
I was loving that energy.
I don't know how we didn't get sent out there.
I only get sent to Indianapolis.
Well, we didn't get sent out there because we wanted to do the golf event, which was a lot of fun, the CHGO golf event. So,
yeah.
I mean, seriously, Bulls show goes to Paris, Bulls show goes to Vegas, the Bulls.
I know it. I've done none of those.
You went to the Super Bowl.
I got no complaints. I'm just saying Paris and Vegas that's big time.
Kacy went to Nashville.
Yeehaw. We sure did.
I haven't been anywhere yet, so we got to fix that.
Yeah.
No, it's awesome. It's the first Thursday in September. I am stoked. This is the most wonderful time of the year. The Bears are starting this weekend, and this is just an awesome time right now at CHGO Sports. Like, everything is going on right now. Kacy's head is spinning.
It really is. We have so much fun content that we've been putting out. Our first tailgates this weekend.
Well, that's what I wanted to get in. I wanted to hype the official CHGO Bears tailgate at its new site on the corner of Cermak and Wabash. Wabash. It's always a weird word for me to say.
Where's Braggs?
Braggs.
He's currently on a podcast from Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing the Irish Bears show?
The Irish Bears show. So what do you think about the Justin Fields, eh?
No, make sure you go check us out at the CHGO Bears tailgate. If not this Sunday, then there's 4 Sundays afterwards. We're going to be doing it, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it could be a lot of people out there.
I'm assuming you've never been to this location.
I never have, no.
And I'm assuming you, Kacy, have not been to this location either.
I have not. I'm really excited.
This is a wild decision that this company has made to go to this place. I mean, this is I'm telling if you are looking for debauchery on Sunday morning, it's to hang out with us.
So you've been there before?
Yes.
Okay.
I followed Braggs once, and it was an incredible, fun, at times terrifying experience. So it's like a perfect combination of this is fun and this is slightly someplace that I will never be the rest of my life.
Well, go buy your tickets at allchgo.com. Also, we have a new Bears shirt drop that we debuted the other day, the Midway collection. We've got your meatball shirts, a couple different colors, a Die Hard exclusive crew neck, the Take the North hoodie and T-shirt, and then Chicago versus everybody with the Brawling Bear on there, which is pretty awesome.
I got to make another move. By the way, Dan Levy in the account.
What's up, Dan?
Dan is the man. Dan is one of my heroes. Dan sat down with Dan McNeil recently on the Levy podcast. So there you go, Levy.
I mean, Dan
Shout
likes
out to you,
my Irish accent, so I like Dan too.
All right, it's been quite a day here. I mean, it's been a long day so far. Ben Zobrist was sitting where you were sitting, not just a few hours ago.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Chicago hero, man. I still feel like he doesn't get, like, if you polled everybody if you polled Cub fans that are going to the next Wrigley Field game tomorrow afternoon, who was the MVP of the World Series? What percentage of them do you think would be able to say Ben Zobrist? 50?
I mean, the real
10?
one, the real one's 100%. The casuals, no. I mean, but that's to be expected, right?
Dan Levy has no idea that Zobrist was the MVP. None. That was just super cool to have him in here.
We've had a lot of like top level guests here. I mean, like we interviewed Richard Dent. He's a Hall of Famer and a Super Bowl champion.
That was awesome.
Marion Hossa sat there on the Blackhawks show last fall. I mean, Zobrist is right up there. And I will tell you one thing. To me, Zobrist was the most engaging and interesting.
I know. We should really fire Carman and hire him.
You really could. Like, that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't fight it. I'd say, okay, I get it. No problem.
I mean, I've said it. Like, I've been saying it like nonstop. Like, Ben Zobrist could walk into any Major League Baseball booth right now and not sound out of place.
I actually haven't listened to the podcast yet, but knowing him at least some.
Well, you know my eye for talent, Carm. So
that's
you're
true.
going to have to trust me on this.
I do trust you, Kevin. I absolutely do. You've made some incredibly great decisions, including the one that you made last September around this time. God bless you. Thank you.
I know Bragg said it's his anniversary.
I was just fishing for
does
that.
that mean you too? Is today your anniversary at CHGO?
Yes.
Wow.
Me, Braggs,
Happy
Carmy V, and
Congratulations.
Woot.
and Woot all came on at that point. I thought I was the only one, and then I see this big post like, you have hire these 4 people. Like, I thought this was about me. What the hell's going on around here?
Shout out to everyone in the comments today. What's up, Duncan? What's up, Elliot? What's up, Dan? What's up, Brodylicious? Brodylicious says, Carm, I'm here to welcome you to Meatball Island. Great job on CHGO Bears with Braggs today.
We had fun, and I have been given instructions by my coach/therapist to live into the possibilities and to embrace what's out there. So
New positive Carm.
Bears, why not? 10, 11, 12, 15
Yeah,
wins.
Del Mendo said 12-5. Come on.
Let's go.
Let's be realistic.
Come on, baby.
So tomorrow on the CHGO Bears podcast, Nick and Will doing their supersized game previews, which will always teach you a lot. On Sunday, we will have the pregame show at, 3 o'clock?
2:30.
2:30?
Yep.
Yeah. And then we will have a live watch-along here on set as we watch the Packers-Bears game. So
Do we know who's doing that? It's a new thing. Who's watching?
we will have Big Dave, Mario Tirabassi, and who's the third one? Cody Del Mendo.
That's so fun. I love that. It's 3 more people in here on Sunday. The energy is going to be up.
Yeah.
Not that we're going to need an energy boost on Sunday, but I love it.
We're going to be talking about plenty Bears today, so stick with us. We're also going to be talking about the Cubs, on the brink of a playoff spot Cubs. We'll be talking a little bit of Blackhawks, and we're going to be talking about Kacy's hit social media thing right now, NFL quarterback
all you, Kev.
babies. Well,
It was your
it's
idea.
a team effort.
It was a team effort. Very excited about it. It's going viral, which is always fun. You love when your content goes viral
It's always a good
and people
feeling.
enjoy it.
That dopamine hit is unparalleled. It's
And
unbeaten.
This is just super cute because it's little babies.
We're showing this now, or is this
No.
as a tease
No,
for
we'll do
later?
it at the-
That's
we'll
what
do
I
it
thought.
later.
Yeah.
First off, I want to get to Taking Care of Business Award,
That.
powered by ComEd. And we're going to go a little off the beaten path, but I do think it's deserved. We've given some posthumous honors here, and this week's award is going to Jimmy Buffett, who passed away
Really?
over the weekend
Jimmy
at
Buffett?
age 76.
What are we doing?
He
Jimmy
took care of
Buffett.
business, I guess.
What is
I'm not a
going
big
on?
Jimmy Buffett fan.
Whose
but
idea was
Apparently
You
you are.
You will not.
You just
You want to
named
give it to Justin Steele?
Jimmy Buffett.
You're not going to besmirch Jimmy Buffett right now.
I'm not besmirching, not besmirching, c-smirching Jimmy Buffett. But
Trying
we
to
just
make
named
good
him
content here, and when
the-
you complain about stuff, it's not good content.
the ComEd Taking Care of Business Award is Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
They say the Chicago Sports Podcast.
Just
Well,
for
you
the
didn't
record.
even allow me to explain.
Okay, so let's do. We'll start over because this would be bad for the content.
Okay,
We're
let's
gonna
go.
close it.
For the video.
So here we go.
Okay,
All right.
anyway.
I have a
Hold on.
great backing up for whatever you
Okay.
got as your reasoning. Go ahead.
Okay, ready. Here we go. In 3, 2.
Redo.
All right, this week's Taking Care of Business Award, powered by ComEd, goes to our guy, R.I.P. Sky Point, Jimmy Buffett, passed away over the weekend at the age of 76 from skin cancer. Awful news, big news. I mean, there's been a lot of big deaths this year. Bob Barker, Tony Bennett.
My guy, my uncle
Jimmy
Tony.
Buffett is as big as it gets. And I'm not a huge Jimmy Buffett fan. In fact, I wrote a book called Wrigley World, where I may have taken a few shots at Jimmy Buffett and his followers.
Humbled just
I was a
dropped.
young man. I made mistakes.
I feel like we have to
And the
redo this
reason that I'm
again.
giving him this award, and Lawrence was doubting him, because in 2005, Jimmy Buffett was the first artist to do a standalone concert at Wrigley Field. And they've done 100 or 200 of them since? I don't know how many they've done.
2005 was the year.
2005 was the year. I actually watched the first concert from my friend Steps on Sheffield, Will Byington, shout out. And that was like Hurricane Katrina was going down. And Jimmy Buffett, it was actually a very cool moment, climbed to the back of the bleachers, the old bleachers before they expanded them, and sang The City of New Orleans by Steve Goodman, the famous Chicago folk artist.
Arlo Guthrie.
And a Jimmy Buffett friend. And so Jimmy Buffett did have a lot of Chicago ties.
So, in my vending career, I think I tweeted this out. I have never, and I've had some really good days out there.
Yeah.
But I have never made more money than I made when in that show in 2005.
Wow.
It was a bonanza of fun. People were drinking early, often, and all night, and I easily, I don't remember the exact number, it was about around $1,000 for a night of Buffett.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and
I went the second day, and I actually left early because, it was all like 15, 6-year-old people acting like they'd never been around a beer before. Yeah. And the beach balls, I was like, this isn't my thing. It wasn't my, but as I still don't like his music particularly all that much, but as I kind of went along and I really understood how he built that community, and I guess like he was a better songwriter back in the day, before it kind of just became the corporation.
Taking care of business. The Margaritaville Empire is real, says Bro Delicious.
Do you want us to give it to Steve Harwell, a Smash Mouth?
No, that guy sucks.
He just died.
Yeah, I don't
Why
care.
do we have to give it to someone dead?
Like, what are we doing, man?
bro,
what is happening?
Buffett took care of business, man.
How about Justin Steele? How about
Just the Cubs as a whole.
How about like
He's giving it to the Cubs every week.
well,
That they
they're the
deserve
only
it.
team playing because obviously you don't give it to Reinsdorf for doing absolutely nothing.
We gave it to
Off the board, Buffett. Great
Yeah.
job.
I think we just felt caught off guard by this decision.
Yeah, that was whew.
it was in the show notes if you had read them.
Yeah, nope, didn't have time for that.
I've been trying to make content go viral, Kev.
Oh.
I've just
No.
been staring at that stack of beers behind you.
Exactly.
That shit was off the
man.
rails already.
I am here to support decisions by head of content and come on, Jimmy Buffett.
I support. I was just.
You
James
Jimmy Buffett fan,
Buffet.
Kacy?
I really have only heard the hits. I don't know.
I feel like your dad's a Jimmy Buffett guy.
No, he's
No?
a Bruce fan, and he's going to be disappointed that I think his show is going to be postponed.
I know that sucked.
So
I feel very lucky to
Yeah.
have seen Bruce
That was
a couple
awesome.
weeks ago before
Yeah.
his health went south.
I saw him a while
If
ago.
Bruce Springsteen dies this week,
He's
Lawrence?
taking care of business.
I'll tell you one thing.
For
He's
sure.
getting that taking care of business award.
ComEd is going to love nothing more
Boss takes
than a
care of
bunch
business,
of
dead or alive.
sponsored ads that are just dead people. I think that's a great. Whoever dies, that'll be taking care of business.
Took care of business.
He sure did.
Who took care of business better in their time on Earth than Jimmy Buffett?
People are dying for these awards, says Dan.
Gary said give it to Braggs for lasting a year.
I
LOL.
hadn't thought about that.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's true.
when
I
you
mean,
die,
Carm-
Law, we're going to give it to
Carm
you.
deserves it.
And I better get it too. And I'm
Yeah.
I'm creeping towards it the quickest of anyone here.
No, can we talk about something other than death, please?
All right.
No one's dying.
Thank
Well, I will
you.
say this. Okay, let's get into the Chicago Bears because this has been. We had the happy hour on Tuesday night, and
That was
I don't know. Carm,
Think
you were in there. Lawrence, you were in there. I kind of thought like it was a little morose and like it should have been a little bit more optimistic, but in there, everyone was like, "Oh God, what happens if things go south on Sunday? And what's going to happen? What happens if Justin like?" There's plenty of time to worry about that. This is the lead up to week 1. We're coming off 9 months of no football. We're coming off of 9 months in which we saw the Bears trade for DJ Moore, sign Tremaine Edmonds, sign TJ Edwards, draft Darnell Wright, draft, two hopeful difference makers on the offensive line or defensive line.
Tyler Scott, let's go. Travis Bell's going to be amazing on the practice squad. Yes, keep going.
Second year of a coaching administration, second year of continuity under a offensive coordinator. There's things to be optimistic about, and everyone just went in there with like such clenched assholes. It was like, am I wrong?
I did not have that feeling.
I did. I felt like people were kind of like,
and maybe I'm just.
And I'm not saying I'm like completely optimistic. I'm not going to come out here like my season prediction is 9-8, which I'll be very happy if that happens. Now I did predict 2 wins over the Packers.
Yeah, you just said you're moving the line to 9.5, and you're taking the Bears.
And that is my lock of the week. I know it's not my lock, but I am going to gamble on. I'm going to move that line on DraftKings to -9, plus 362. Let's go. Adam Hogue went on the Bears podcast today and predicted a 10-point victory.
Listen, I saw
cash your money that happens.
I saw a random guy on the street today who was wearing a Bears fleece, and I startled the hell out of him. Like, how many wins? He's right outside of Target, where my car may or may not be parked.
You parked.
It was a tough situation today out there. So, and he went with 10, and he said, "How about you?" And I'm like, I said 7 on the CHGO Bears podcast. You should subscribe. And that was my morning.
You've been on the pessimism peninsula.
I don't even consider that pessimism.
7 is not a pessimistic take. I would say 6.
Thank you, Kacy.
Yeah.
Okay. You're saying 6?
Oh, yeah. And
6
that would
and
be
11?
great. That's great. Yeah.
Casey's the queen of pessimism peninsula.
Wow.
You guys, 3 wins last year. Anything over 3, doubling 3 is a great season.
Well, it's not great. It's not great.
It's
fine.
Not with
It's
this
fine.
easy schedule. Not with all the rest they're getting. Not with the resources they've.
But consider all the things that could and might and maybe probably will happen. All these variables.
Lots of things.
A lot of things could happen.
Yeah.
There's still holes on there. I mean, I thought we had Kevin Burkhardt on the podcast yesterday. Shout out Kacy for securing that interview. Kacy's like a one-woman wrecking crew this week.
Every week. What are you talking about?
That's right. Flex it out.
Particularly this week.
That's going to be a gift now.
Yes.
But
Well,
he said he didn't seem to think they were a playoff team, but he was saying they have made strides, and it's kind of a progression. And I don't know like where the Chicago Bears fandom I don't think they're going to lose on Sunday, but I also don't want people like hitting the panic button if they do.
Well, I was listening to Colin Cowherd, who said that if Jordan Love loses his game for the Packers, then no one's going to say anything to him. But if Justin Fields leads the Bears to a loss,
Right.
then his head's on the chopping block. Do you feel that way?
This is how Chicago works. I don't think that it should be.
If the Bears lose and Fields throws 3 interceptions, he's not going anywhere. I mean, the chopping block is way too strong by Colin.
Right.
It'll be a lot of unpleasant conversation that will be pouring out of literally any speaker you listen to. But
it's a 17-game season, and we can't do the week-by-week referendum because I think he's going to have good games. I think he's going to have bad games. I think there's going to be cases where the Bears lose a game 35-31.
And we didn't expect to win week 1 last season, and they
Right.
did. And so you just don't know.
Right.
if they lose 35-31 and he plays great, I will not be upset. It'll be a little bit annoying because.
But I don't think Fields got the appropriate credit for those games that they lost in a similar situation last year, right? Mm-hmm. There was a couple of cases where he could have led the late game drive and he didn't. So yes, that's a mark against him, but
they had opportunities late in games to take him down the field. At Minnesota, Amir Smith-Marset gets the ball ripped from him. That was one of them.
Right.
They would have had another opportunity against the Giants. Valus muffs the punt. So that's what, last year, if we're rewinding back, I was just hoping for him to be put in positions in the fourth quarter where he would have to do it. Let him experience that. And so there were some, and there could have been more or longer opportunities had they not coughed up the football. But one thing about Justin Fields believes in Justin Fields.
Sure.
Whenever anyone wants to push on, hey man, they might keep you in the pocket this year. You know, how do you feel about that? And he's looking at a report like, say what? Excuse me. Well, whatever, it's going to be out. You know, he's not.
Which is good because in the past, and we've covered the team up close, you could see sometimes when the Bears quarterbacks get broken. I mean, I think about covering Rex Grossman back in those years and thinking, okay, the first 6 weeks of that season, he was a completely different guy. And when everyone jumped on him, you just saw something just switch.
Well, there's a huge weight of playing that position in this city.
Yeah.
Which is always, people, there's no curse on the Cubs. If you haven't won forever, there is more pressure on it, and the fan base is that much more neurotic, and that energy seeps into the ballpark, and as human beings we feel it. And I think for a Bears quarterback, until somebody actually
does it,
it's going to be the fan base is going to be.
Well, it's also not a metaphysical thing too. It's just like a structural franchise thing, right? I mean, how many guys have been brought in here and had good situations to work with?
That's all true, but it's also like, who have the Bears had that has been here, that's played QB that they didn't use well, and then has gone on elsewhere and done it?
I mean, has
that even happened? I don't think it has.
So the subject of today's show is Justin Fields going to lead Chicago sports out of this dark period? And since we've launched in March of 2022, we've seen some pretty crappy teams.
Yeah.
We've thought, why the hell did we launch this sports network amid all this? This is awful. We're covering, And to me, I do feel like things are shifting. One, the Cubs are on their way. It's not going to be the first playoff appearance in CHGO history because the Sky made it last year, and then I think everyone kind of forgets the Bulls were in it last year as well, abbreviated appearance against the Bucks. But the Cubs are on their way. I think Blackhawks have the number one pick. If they don't make it this year, they'll probably be in it next year. And the Bears, we're in a thing where every game is going to matter this year, and hopefully they're playing meaningful games in November and December, which wasn't the case last year.
That would be so amazing if that happens. Let's go. Be relevant.
Yeah. So do you think Justin Fields is leading us out of this, or do you think it's going to be somebody else?
Oh, I think it's Justin. I do.
And can we ever escape a dark period if the Bears aren't good?
I think
with another team?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot that we know about Justin, which we touched on today. We know that if the offense breaks down, he can somehow, some way find his way through, put points on the board, get in the end zone, make people go crazy. That's not going away. He has it. It's a special gift. So to get all the way that you're going, I do wonder if they are, in essence, sort of taking the easy way out and letting him do what he's gifted to do versus let's play the long game, have him sit in the pocket, have him learn how to progress, yada yada, and then if he gets to there, then what you're asking, if he can do that, he will have done it. And we will not just be talking about a team that can make the playoffs, but we'll be talking about a team that can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They're trying to make the playoffs.
Which would be great.
Which would be lovely.
I'm fine with I'm in it for playoff contention. And maybe you sneak in at 9 wins. Maybe you get that extra win that Adam Hogue says is trying to will into existence and get to 10 and get in.
The just because win.
The just because win. The meatball win.
Would you say there is a palpable Bears buzz right now?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
100%.
I mean, you see it in our numbers. You see it in our merch sales. You see it in our tailgate sales.
Yeah.
You can't walk down. You can't park your car in a Target parking lot without feeling the need to ask the nearest person in a Bears sweatshirt about
I mean, if
what
you're
the
an
record's gonna
adult
be.
grown man wearing a fleece with a bear emblem on it, you want to talk Bears at all times.
I mean, did he get it like free with a Sports Illustrated subscription? Maybe, I don't know.
This doesn't feel like an SI. This dude actually went into Target and paid for that thing. This
Never a big fan of the Bears merch at Target. It's never very high quality.
Show's ridiculous.
Blackhawks merch.
What are we doing here?
price is right.
Yeah. All right, Sunnyside is your home for judgment-free cannabis shopping. It is a place where all kinds of visitors are welcome to explore, discover, and purchase a wide array of high-quality products. It is also home to Sunnyside Summer Fridays, which will make you feel good, just like Justin Steele makes us feel good about Chicago sports.
There it is.
But Sunnyside also has everything you need to elevate your football season. No matter where you are in your cannabis journey, easy online ordering and an in-store pickup. They also offer a great transparency loyalty program, Sunnyside Rewards, Illinois' favorite dispensary. It also features a Sunnyside house of brands like Mindy's, the best-tasting gummy and chocolate edibles, created by James Bird, award-winning chef Mindy Siegel and Cresco Labs. They also have High Supply, which offers quality weed that's always available. Buds are expertly grown, lab-tested, and available in vape carts, vape pens, flour, popcorn, shake, pre-rolls, shorties, and concentrates.
Let's go.
That's a lot of stuff. Anyway, through October 15th, head to sunnyside.shop and use code CHGO25 at checkout for 25% off your total order. One use per customer, not stackable with other promotions. That's not only for new customers. Anyone can use that code. Pick up everything you need to elevate your summer. Must be 21 plus or an Illinois MedCard holder.
And get your ducks in a row because it is the grand reopening of Ray CDJR in Fox Lake. Flock in September the 9th, that is Saturday, and celebrate our Get Ducked event with free prizes and your chance to win $1,000. Plus, during Jeep Adventure Days, get employee pricing on the all-new 2023 Jeep Gladiator models. The grand reopening of Ray CDJR in Fox Lake is only on September 9th, but our savings are all month long. Talked to Ray yesterday. I was going to try to make it out for that on Saturday, but a weird circumstance just came up, and I won't be able to make it on Saturday.
You're going to be in New York.
I'm going to New York, baby. One more trip. I couldn't help myself.
You're going back for more tennis?
Bug.
Going back for more. It's the men's semis tomorrow night.
Oh, that's right.
You're super excited. Ben Sheldon and Novak Djokovic. Come on.
Does anyone like Novak Djokovic?
No.
Yeah, A-Raj.
Who?
Did you see his stupid post?
A-Rod likes
Rogers. That
tracks.
A-Rod does have the same personality as Novak. I like Novak, but I'll be rooting for Sheldon tomorrow night.
All right, let's move on to the Chicago Cubs coming fresh off a sweep of the San Francisco Giants. They are rolling comfortably in a wild card spot, still within shouting distance of the top of the NL Central. I really hope they get there because they got a little money on the Cubs winning the whole thing.
I love that for you.
Carm, how do you feel about the Cubs right now?
I think the 2023 Cubs are one of the biggest surprises in the history of the city. Like, I know that Cody believed, and Luke is right there too in his belief, but the Cubs are like dominating right now.
Yeah.
Like, how is this 12 games over 500?
So
I did not see this coming. This is bizarre to me.
you were not in on them, and in fact, from the June 8th, 2023 episode of the Chicago Sports Podcast. Let's play what you had to say about your Chicago Cubs.
I hate the Cubs. I freaking hate them.
You used to be a Cubs fan.
I am a Cubs fan.
Well, why do you hate them
I root
now?
for both baseball teams. Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Zero relevancy. Props to Luke and Cody and Ryan and
Oh man.
I mean,
Cody last night was a rough scene.
I mean, come on, man. Do we really have to be this bad? Whoops.
What a turnaround.
Hey,
I mean, it's fair.
I'm owning it. I was wrong. I was way wrong. I went to Wrigley on Sunday. I was there on Monday and on Tuesday this week. The atmosphere is phenomenal. David Kaplan, my good friend, is calling me up daily, screaming at me on how I was, and I'm like, look, I was wrong.
So in fairness to you, when we taped that, the Chicago Cubs were 26-35, 7.5 games out of first. It looked
What
like
a turnaround.
They had a strong. They had a decent start to the season. Then the wheels just came off in May, and it looked like we were just headed towards
doom.
Yeah, they're a fun team.
They're incredibly likable.
He doesn't hate the Cubs anymore. They're incredibly likable.
I know.
I hate the Cubs.
I was so because it was. Yeah.
It was easy to dislike them then. Yes, I agree that it was hard.
Ticket prices to the moon.
Yes.
Team's been in the shitter for years on end.
Right.
Those were hard times.
Eric Hosmer was hanging around. Trey Mancini was hanging around.
Yeah, that was rough.
Just wasting at bats, wasting innings. Cody Bellinger was not what Cody Bellinger has become. He had not returned to his former MVP self.
Mm-hmm.
No, right. I mean, I thought that Bellinger was never going to be good. There's no way that guy's going to find it. Now I'm like, sign Bellinger, MVP.
$350 million. Here you
Really?
go.
I'm a complete Cub meathead right now.
Yeah.
This is.
He goes from hating the Cubs to loving this team.
Which is fine. I mean,
I'm okay with it.
It's the life of a fan. I mean, Hogue is. I mean, White Sox fans right now are like, if you talk to them, none of them are ever coming back. The second they start winning, they'll be back.
Well, Hogue had posted some Cubs clips, so I feel like we've converted him.
I've made some declarations on, I lean a little bit more White Sox. I'm not interested until Jerry's gone, which could be a long time.
Yeah.
Jerry's in good health. Seems like he's doing fine. Could be another, he's 87.
Yep.
He's not going to be winning the Taking Care of Business Award
He's never going to be the Taking Care of Business Award winner
anytime soon.
But if
he's probably going to outlive CHGO, let's be honest.
Oh God,
that's
depressing.
Let's not say that. Then this thing's going to
What
the
is
moon.
he, the queen? Wow.
Vegas odds. CHGO versus Jerry. Let's go.
Jerry plus 110. Jerry minus 110.
I don't know.
I think it's.
What a morbid show.
We're a media entity. Come on now. I'm not foreshadowing anything, but let's be honest.
We're going
billionaire.
to the moon.
No, I think it's a great point.
Yeah.
We're going to the moon first.
Yeah. Moon.
I mean, he could buy us and kill us.
He might do that.
Stop giving people ideas.
Well, I mean.
Anyway.
Is there any ads to read? Good God.
What do you think the ceiling for the Cubs is, Carm?
Win around.
Ceiling, yeah.
I mean, I
think that's probably about right. I mean, you never know who can catch fire, or it kind of just seems with their pitching depth.
I gotta say,
we saw what happened with the White Sox a couple times they got in the playoffs recently, where they didn't have anyone like who's taking the ball in, game 2 or game 3.
Cubs have options, and Stroman's not even pitching, and now he's coming back in Arizona.
But that could, that could change.
Steele,
Cy Young.
Steele, Cy Young. I don't mind setting Kyle Hendricks out there. It's not ideal. Not ideal
For an extra month of pitching, though. That's where you run into trouble. You can win a round with what you have right now. But I think to go deep against some of these...
Tyon's been pitching well, right?
No. He was
hot for a while.
He's terrible.
He had like
terrible.
A start and a half.
Ugh.
No, it was more. It was way more than that.
That dude makes me want to tie one on.
Pull it up.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were a Cubs fan, Carm.
I mean, I'd have to look up the game.
Gary says Hendricks takes the ball game 2 and game 3. I mean, that would be...
No. Assad, game 3.
Yeah.
Assad.
Harry Ross says CHGO minus 1 billion, 1 million. I don't know.
I like this comment. Postseason is about who is the hottest, not the best. That's so true.
It is. I mean, to a certain extent.
Thanks, McBaconator.
I mean, like, if you go back and see the last couple of winners, I mean, they were teams that should have won. Maybe obviously the Nationals bubbled up 4 or 5 years ago, but
I'm pulling up
Cubs
Jameson.
could stay hot. Cubs could stay hot. We'll see.
yeah.
Jameson Taillon has not been garbage in the second half of the season.
What do you got there?
I don't have it yet, but I know
Dude, he's
You
been
do not want
awful.
Jameson Taillon taking the hill in the playoff. Trust me on this, Carm. I know you. I know you're all Bears all the time, so I'm going to excuse you for this. But
I was paying attention. Hold on. I got
Oh
it
my
right
God.
now.
Can we do this pre-show or post-show? Let's move on.
You guys are you are unfair Tailloning. That's what's going on right now. Jameson Taillon.
It's
you would feel
terrible.
good with him starting a playoff game.
I wouldn't. It's in the. Listen, the Cubs started Mark Clark in 1998. Like
Mark Clark.
Taillon's ERA.
He was like a pretty hefty guy, right?
Yeah, he was horrible.
Yeah.
Taillon had a 2.87 ERA in July. He had he had a great July. He's had a couple rough outings in August.
Just a couple.
His last outing was not great, but
Yeah. Basically, he sucks. All right, let's move on to the next guy.
Yeah. But they've been fun. I mean, you like watch Cody, you watch Luke after games. Now CHGO Cubs is becoming appointment television. Cody's doing the beer bat chug.
Poorly.
Most
Good
of the,
vibes.
Most of the
Sometimes
time, it's
poor.
all right.
Most of the time,
No,
it's very.
I couldn't do
very
it.
good.
Props to him. I could never.
Yeah.
Taillon is a very respectable 7-9 with a 5.73 ERA. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I thought the dude had found it. I didn't realize he turned back the
No.
other way.
Apparently so,
Had
Carm.
He had a great July. Damn it.
He's not winning taking care of business award either for his pitching.
Taillon won't make the roster, Gary Ross. I'm going to have to trust Gary Ross because he's Gary Ross. Okay, fine, Gary Ross. You're right again. I'll see you. I'll see you in my DMs. You can break down what happened. Tell me what happened with this curveball. The dude found it for a second. All right, whatever. They have some depth. Stroman coming back. They can win a round. Win a round.
I hope so. So I mean, they have Arizona this weekend. The Snakes. PHNX rivalry. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Bring it on, PH.
Ben Zobrist is going to be out there throwing out the first pitch, seeing this 7th inning stretch, wearing the black cleats.
Ben is back. We all got to try on his World Series ring.
That was cool.
And that was awesome.
Content coming
I've
soon.
never worn a player's
You're welcome, by the way.
championship
Yeah, that
ring.
was Lawrence's idea. Cody didn't know how to put it on, which confused
That was
me.
awkward. Yeah, he was really.
So,
how do you-
so to tell the story, this is a pretty good story. Ben was like, I have to go to the bathroom, and Lawrence goes, hey, can I watch your World Series ring while you go?
Yeah.
And then he
And
just
Ben
gave it to us.
didn't flinch. He was
He
like,
just
yeah,
gave
here
it
you
to
go.
us.
Here.
Hey, man,
It's amazing.
you got to do what you got to do.
And I will say this about Ben too. Like, I don't know if that he necessarily wanted to leave. Like I wanted to make it clear, like, you don't have to hang out with us
Yeah.
anymore. Like, you just did an hour and 15 minutes of great podcasting with us. And he was just here, like, kind of telling stories. Everyone's trying on his ring.
It got to the
He
end
wants to
there.
come back, which
Yeah,
is
he was
he's
great.
welcome anytime.
It got to the end where it was like, one more question. Cody's like, what about when you struck out Yachty or Molina? And I was like, okay.
whose guts I hate.
Yeah, like we gotta.
But did you notice then Ben went back at him and he was like, you mean future Hall of Famer Yachty?
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah. But he struck him out.
He did strike him out. I do remember that. You know, obviously a lot of people remember at that at bat.
If
but
you go to our terrible website that we use for photos, the last photo of him as a Major League Baseball player is him pitching.
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very interesting. All right, we are so excited to partner with our friends at Circle K. Check out your local Circle K for the best coffee, beer, and snack selection and premium gas. Look out for freebies and giveaways down the road. Circle K is your place for your favorite road trip snacks, for great deals, for pickups if you need milk on the way home, eggs. There's always a close location because they are all over Chicagoland. Thanks to Circle K for sponsoring CHGO. Visit the nearest Circle K to pick up all your favorite finds.
And let's shout out our friends at Game Time Tickets. Game Time is what you should be doing when you're buying tickets to your favorite events. It shouldn't be stressful. Game Time makes it fast. They make it easy. Sports, music, comedy, Bears, Cubs, the U.S. Open, Chicago Theater. They've got it all. Killer deals on last-minute tickets, too. The best price guarantee. So stop stressing over the tickets. Just download the Game Time app. Get her done.
Get her done.
Who plans months in advance with these things, too? You want to go to the Cub game tomorrow? Seriously, decide tomorrow at like noon. See how your day's going, and then go on Game Time. Get her done. That's the move. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code CHGO, and that's right. You get $20 off your first purchase, which is sweet. Terms apply. Again, create that account.
Game Time game of the week. What are you picking?
I mean, Bears, Packers. Let's
You
go.
have to.
I mean, this is
No doubt.
It is the place to be this weekend. It's
I
gonna
got
be
asked to go to the
lit.
game for free.
Oh,
And
you have to work.
I have to be here.
Wah,
I can't go.
wah.
Can
What
I
a
go?
shame. No,
See?
you can't go.
Can't go.
Your services are needed.
You don't want to go to that game.
I
You wanna-
would have.
You want to be with us.
I mean, yeah.
No, she
This is
doesn't.
my obligation.
She doesn't want. Yeah, it's your you don't want to be here.
She didn't
doesn't
say
wanna be
yes that she wants to be with us. This is my
here. Yeah,
obligation.
that's 100%.
that was not.
100%. She does not want to be here.
That's too bad. I wish you could go to the game. I wish
It's
you could.
okay.
We should clone you.
Well,
Well, we
there's
have Emma.
but there's a lot of other like sporting events that maybe you could get this person to take you to. Minnesota Lynx at the Sky on Friday night. Any of the
Could.
Diamondbacks Cubs games. I mean, I think that's pretty good.
All the way out in AZ.
No, that's next
they're
week.
here.
Oh, they're
Oh,
here.
they're
I
here.
thought they were in
Yeah.
Arizona.
No. Good night.
Fancy.
And then I don't know if you're a Pearl Jam fan. Pearl Jam's at the United Center tonight.
I'll be there.
Lawrence
$60
is
to get in.
going.
Have Lawrence take you.
I'll be there.
All right.
Local Natives at the Riviera
Oh, really? When?
Friday night.
Oh,
Local Natives are a good band.
fantastic.
They're all on Game Time. Check that out. Thank you to Game Time for sponsoring the Chicago Sports Podcast. All right, let's get into segment number 3 here. Another point of positive reinforcement. The Chicago Blackhawks, who start training camp next week. We're going to see number 98 in that Indian head sweater, which is going to be big. I'm fired up. I went on the ticket on sale. I secured my 4 tickets for my birthday game. The Canadians are here on December 22nd. I can't wait. I mean, I want to go to as many games as I can. I'm all the way back in. Not that I was ever out.
You were kind of out. I remember you.
Well, it's just hard to watch bad hockey.
Yeah, and you got offered to go to some games last year, and you were like,
Right.
I don't even want to
Well,
go.
we were busy, yeah.
Yeah. But
So-
I get it. You gotta get back in and
My
get up for Bedard.
my little one decided she's a Connor Bedard fan. She wants a Connor Bedard jersey, so I'm going to buy her one.
Didn't you just
Get
get her a
an extra
Taves
one. I
jersey?
got her a Taves jersey.
Whoops.
That was a
and
big
then he retired.
thing.
It was. So, but she'll still have that. I mean, it's-
Yeah.
you know, hockey fans are known for having multiple sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
So,
The Hawks and the Cubs are just similar right now in that the energy is going to be coming back to the United Center, just like the energy's come back to Wrigley.
right.
And for somebody who's got addicted to the energy in that place, right, Kevin Kaduk,
yeah.
it's going to be cool to feel that
Yeah.
Absolutely.
for all Hawks fans.
Yeah. So, I think even if they're not a playoff team, there is a reason to tune in every single night and watch the games. And, like during their playoff run, during their playoff era, I would watch all the games. And I became kind of an expert of, I don't know if you do this ever, starting the game 45 minutes in on DVR and then just hitting through all the commercials and intermissions. I can't wait to do that again.
That's good.
But then, that's kind of mixed with I can't look at my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything.
can't tweet. You're behind. But I like it.
Are you a DVR person?
I've never understood people that DVR live games.
Well, you could.
I know people that will watch back the whole college football game on DVR and
I have a friend
avoid knowing what happened. I'm like, how?
I have a friend who will get up at like 5:30 and watch DVR games the next morning, and just kind of avoid everything. He likes watching them in the morning, which is
I
a little
think
weird.
that's psychopathic behavior.
I will pass that along to him.
Just
I can't say that I disagree, but
just find out and then watch the highlights if you want to, but you got to at least know.
right. But the thing is, I'm saying, if you want to start a game at like 8:15, then you've got an extra 45 minutes to enjoy dinner, clean up.
I guess so.
Get things,
yeah.
and then you sit down,
That I
and then you're
understand.
not sitting through 8 million commercials.
No, it's
you're
when
not
it's the
sitting
whole
through
day later.
Right,
That's
right.
weird. That's
The whole day later is
bizarre to
weird.
me, or like hours later.
Kevin's strategy is a lead here. You're caught up at the end. You're finishing when everyone else is finishing.
What you're missing, though, is the social media interaction.
That's
which
right.
I don't even think like Twitter's great anymore for
It
watching
still kind of
games.
is, though. If it's a big game.
If it's a national level game, Twitter will be great tonight for Lions Chiefs.
Yeah.
When we're all piling on the Lions, making fun of them, right?
After they go up 7-0, please.
Right. DraftKings has like you go up 7 and you win your bet.
Yeah, just for tonight. On Sunday, they have to go up 10.
You need the Lions to
that's a
go up
lot.
7?
Yeah. I
10
want them
is
to
a
go up
lot.
7 and then lose by 60. That's the plan.
Okay. That adds to the fun for me tonight. Be thinking of you, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
So, one thing I did want to bring up about the Blackhawks, and the Hawks show actually brought this up earlier. There was a report this week that said the Red Wings are possible good landing spot for Patrick Kane because Alex DeBrincat is there. Just the way, they pair him with Alex DeBrincat. They have money. They kind of need to win on the Stevie Y plan. And the Hawks guys were like, well, yeah, that would not be that big of a deal. And I'm going down Roosevelt Road, and I'm like, what the?
You almost drove off the road.
I almost did, and I'm texting Lawrence. I'm like, how? To me, Patrick Kane in a Red Wings sweater would be an absolute disaster. So much so that if I were the Hawks and I got wind of that, I think it is on them to make sure that he does not wear a Red Wings sweater.
Well, I don't know how that's going to happen.
How would they do that?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
By signing.
By signing him to a contract.
We're not bringing him back.
Why wouldn't you? What is it going to hurt?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want Connor Bedard? And I know, if the Hawks guys were sitting here, they'd be like, oh, this guy's a meatball. So be it. I know a lot of people agree with me.
Well,
I do.
Yeah.
Meatball City.
You agree
right
with
here.
me? Okay, good.
Yeah, bring him back. Why the hell would you not?
Obviously Jonathan Taves is a different situation with where he is at in his career and where he's at with his health. But I don't see Connor Bedard's 18. I don't think he's completely overtaking any room no matter who's in it. If Jonathan Taves is there another couple of years and you're learning from him or you're learning from Patrick Kane or you're playing with Patrick Kane and opening up new things that you've never been able to open up before because you've been playing in the juniors with guys who are not Patrick Kane, that would be great. So now, again, Patrick Kane in a Red Wings uniform would be a disaster.
But why?
Because it's the Red Wings.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's
Kacy.
a major reason.
Walter Payton in a Packers uniform. What's your reaction to that?
I understand, but
Michael Jordan playing for the Pistons.
Kacy, it's as simple as these 2 words.
Detroit sucks! Detroit sucks!
I think everybody would be okay.
McBacon says, thank you, Kev. You are welcome at my riots. You are welcome at mine. I'm starting it.
Listen, Jim McMahon, when he played for the Packers, that sucked. When Stephen Michael played for the Packers, that sucked. When Bulls fans love Dennis Rodman.
When Chris Chelios played for the Red Wings, it sucked.
That sucked.
He was there for 10 years.
the worst.
I mean, I know we were all upset about Rizzo in a Yankees uniform, but is that the same thing?
A little.
No,
I mean,
it's not
no.
the same.
Contreras is a little closer,
Contreras
but not
is definitely
quite the same.
closer.
Rizzo on the Cardinals, I think, would have been.
Yeah.
Well, no, anyone on the Cardinals sucks. The
Do the
Contreras
Sox
thing.
have anyone that's?
Do they have a rival? Is it the Royals because they want to be the Royals? Those losers.
I mean, Frank Thomas playing in an Oakland A's uniform sucked.
It sucked, but it wasn't the same.
It's not the same, and he was at the end of his career and all that stuff, but it still sucked.
I mean, to a certain extent, I wasn't alive for it, but Ron Santo wearing a White Sox uniform was
That would have been horrible. Burley wearing a Blue Jays uniform sucked. Listen, you want. These are the dudes. They should play in one uniform.
Well,
Patrick Kane should
but
retire a Hawk.
That's a thing of our past. That's over. The one.
But we
uniform
can
Can't
still.
happen.
I like to hold on.
But it's one thing to just have a guy leave in free agency, but it's another to have them play for the rival.
Yeah.
It sucks.
That's a whole.
So
nother level.
you're in the riot too?
I don't know if I care enough, honestly. I'm too old to give a shit at this point. But
That one would just hurt.
That would fall into the.
Yeah.
You could lie.
But here's the other thing, though.
Would you rather?
Here's the other thing, though. The Red Wings aren't really a rival anymore.
No,
They've
but
moved to the Eastern Conference, and it's sort of not a thing anymore. I still hate them.
I
but
still hate the Red
that's
Wings
not-
more than
that's
I
not
hate
true.
the Blues.
I hate all of them, but I don't know. Like, I guess it's just not the same anymore.
Who do you hate, Kacy?
Well, I grew up near Cleveland, so, our rival was the Steelers.
Yeah.
Growing up Browns fans. But I just try to put myself in that situation. Like, would I go play for the rival for more money? Yes. Everybody would. Everybody, you can't say that you wouldn't.
No, I don't. That's not the issue. I mean, that's fine. Like, I'm not blaming Patrick Kane. If
No,
that's
I
his
know.
only
It
spot to
just sucks.
sign a 1-year deal,
Yeah.
then go for it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Blackhawks get wind of that. All right, man, let's just come back for $6 million this year. We'll have a good time.
Right.
It'd be
We'll
a
have
big
a good
party this
time.
year.
I don't know that the Guardians really had when LeBron James left for Miami, it sucked. I was devastated. It was on my
Right.
mom's birthday. She cried.
Oh, poor young kid.
Would have been worse if LeBron James had joined the Bulls.
I don't know. It didn't matter where he went. It was how he did it.
Yeah.
And it was how he left.
Screw you, Jim Gray.
And then he came back and saved.
Taking his talents to South
The Cavs.
Beach.
Hosted radio that night in
Skoke
Kansas
says,
City.
in person at the UC, definitely feels like a rivalry to me. It's always been Detroit as enemy number one for me. And I think that another part of this is like the city of Chicago. There's so many Michigan transplants. And when you do go to the United Center, there's so many Red Wing sweaters. Not as many as there used to be. But,
I mean, they've been irrelevant is the other thing. Like, honestly, I
Right.
agree with Skokes that, yes, they are my top
right. It's
rival,
not like you're
but I
pairing
just
him with
don't-
Zetterberg and Datsyuk and friends. And I understand that part, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get to NFL babies, but first,
We're going to get to NFL babies, but first.
yeah, take on the sun with gear built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered for the warm weather ahead with premium Polaroid shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair we've ever worn. They offer durable frames and extremely clear optics for outdoor adventures. That's not all. Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break that pair, even on day one, they told us they will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. Wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after you purchase. And together with their customers, Shady Rays is providing much-needed support to nonprofit partners across the U.S. through Shady Rays Impact, from building play sets for pediatric cancer patients and to providing young adults with MS the outdoor adventure of a lifetime. Shady Rays is making an impact in your community and others like it now and for years to come. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange them for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There is no risk when you shop. The Shady Rays team always has your back. And exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to ShadyRays.com and use code CHGO for 50% off 2+ pairs of Polaroid sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people.
You guys, I still can't find my Shady Rays.
Call them up.
I put them somewhere and I can't find them.
Are you mocking me?
No. I really can't find them.
I can't
know
find
you can't
mine
find
either.
yours either.
But we
Gotta
didn't
find
buy.
them
We
anyways.
we just got a whole bunch sent to the office, so we can't really like file a thing.
Yeah.
So
I
now
didn't
I'm gonna go actually buy some so that I can start the
The process.
yeah.
Speaking of process,
Here we go.
you know what happens tonight that we have not had in 7 months? Regular season NFL football.
Let's go.
Woof.
Woof. You did woof yesterday and I clipped it in the show.
Oh, great.
7 months without an official regular season NFL game. It's crazy. And that's over now. And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving you a can't-miss offer for week 1. This week, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 on any NFL game. DraftKings is hooking up everyone with the game day greatness. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every single game day this month
huge.
in September. Huge. Check the app to see what you can get. Download now and use code CHGO to sign up. New customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly. Again, all you have to do is bet just $5. That's code CHGO only on DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. Do I have to read all this about New York too?
You do.
Oh my goodness. In New York, call 877-8-HOP HOPE NY or text HOPE NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Why does it say C? Oh, ccdkng.co/football for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. That is a great deal, though. $5, you can win $200.
And then, like, all these deals that they're putting, I mean, you can build a little bankroll for the season ahead.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
I should do that.
I'm gonna build a bankroll, get the Bears -9.
Let's go.
Put a cool 1,000 on it. No, I'm not betting $1,000 on it.
You should.
I'll probably bet
for
like $25 on it.
Let's go.
Quite an ad read.
Come on.
All right, NFL babies are taking over the internet. The House of Highlights is already taking our stuff, which is kind of cool. 47 million people are seeing our genius.
Yeah, Kev, this was great. You texted me on Sunday night, and you just sent me a couple of these baby pictures.
I'm like
it's NFL quarterbacks as babies.
So I'm obsessed
AI
with AI graphic.
We have Kirk Cousins. Someone wrote, "Why does this look like this guy can balance my checkbook?"
Because he could.
He could. Look at his little outfit.
He's 3 years old, and he can
Going
balance
on
your checkbook.
60. Patrick Mahomes. What's funny is that, like, Sarah and a couple other people in the office were like, "Are these really the baby pictures?" And Lawrence was like, "Yeah, Patrick Mahomes' parents knew he was going to be a Super Bowl champion."
Yeah.
They're all wearing the right jerseys.
I might
Jalen
have been one of those people that asked that, and am now very embarrassed, but we'll call myself out for it.
It's a funny thought.
Oh, boy.
Because it looks real life.
I know. That's the point of it.
Look at little baby Joey B.
Joey Burrow. Look how cute he is. Look at those little sunken eyes. Oh, my God. we had a picture of him holding like a fat cigar, but we didn't like that one.
It wasn't as good. Trevor Lawrence is amazing.
Baby
Look at him
Trev.
celebrating. Baby Trevor.
Lamar is awesome.
Lamar's
Jackson.
great. Yeah,
Lamar looks like an MVP. Most valuable baby.
Seriously, he looks like he could go out and run for 1,000 yards. He looks ready. It's tough.
Dak,
need to get you a Matt
I don't know what's going on with Dak's hairline there, but
it looks like it's shaved on the sides. It's almost like a mohawk situation.
It looks like he looks
cute though.
He's pissed to be in the Olin Mills photo studio.
Yeah,
a bunch of people are reposting this Aaron Rodgers one and saying, "I want to punch this baby in the face."
As they should. Yeah, as they should.
There's little Jimmy G.
Little handsome Jimmy G.
Oh, that's a lot of hair on that baby.
Tua.
Aw.
Baby Tua.
Josh.
Baby Josh Allen.
He's already cold. He's like, I'm going to go to Buffalo.
And you guys, you just have to check these out.
Look at Stafford.
At CHGO_sports on Twitter, on our Instagram page, on our TikTok. It's been so fun to make these.
I still think you should have just taken a photo of Bryce Young from yesterday and just put it on there because he is a child.
Bryce Young still looks the same.
Same thing with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, well, he's been in the league like 6 years now or something.
He still looks very young.
Jared Goff's got some legs.
Jared Goff, the baby Jared Goff looks like a toddler, not a baby.
Well, he also looks like he's using product in his hair.
Yeah.
Wow,
great share for Herbert.
Baby Kyler Murray, baby Deshaun Watson. We have most of them. Some we didn't do. Baby Geno Smith.
Some of the AI would not give me a good Russell Wilson or a good Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones kind of looks like Sam the Eagle. They couldn't make a baby look like Sam the Eagle.
That's good.
So please go on our social media, share it with your friends, laugh at it. They're cute babies. I mean, you can't deny it's funny.
What a crap.
What a crap.
All right. Well, next week we're going to be back here, and the Bears will have played a football game, a real football game.
I hope we have good news.
Hopefully they will be 1-0.
Yep.
I'm counting on a victory Monday. Then they get the Buccaneers after that, baby Baker Mayfield.
Oh, yeah, we had baby Baker, too.
Yeah, he was
it's going to be fun. But, hey, appreciate everyone joining us for the Chicago Sports Podcast. We're here every Thursday at 3:30. Make sure you join us next week. And until then, I'm Kevin Kaduk for Kacy Standohar, Mark Carman, and Lawrence Benedetto. Have yourselves a great weekend. See you out there at the Bears tailgate.